Hey everybody, good morning. Kind of come out here in the middle of nowhere. Want to just do some talking. See how everybody's been. This big mess we've been in with shootings and fuel prices and everything. Now I don't know what's going to happen in the fall and the wintertime when people got to pay for fuel. Fuel oil to heat their homes around here. I don't know. It's making me have to think about doing some adjustments for hunting season this year. My plan is to focus a lot more on just a few areas. That's why I'm putting up trail cameras quite often right now, trying to see what's going on. But obviously, it's still a little early for the fall movement of deer. They're still in their summer ranges right now. But got to do something because I can't afford the fuel like I used to spend. And I really don't spend a lot. Especially going to KI, you kind of focus on a couple of areas because it cost enough last year to go. Never mind this year. I don't know what's going to happen with poor people who, got to buy food and fuel and everything else. Luckily, I'm living with my brother and his family right now. I don't know what I'd do without that. I don't know. What are you guys doing this year? Anybody got any ideas or plans? Or obviously, I'm assuming everybody's going to have to do some adjusting. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to KI at all. If I do, I won't go down very far. I got a couple places I can go. Or camp. Camp's a lot further than KI is for me right now this year. So, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to pay for the chimney stuff this year to put in there to get that wood stove ready. I've been trying to get chimney stuff. I wanted to stop buying it early, just one piece every month. I mean, all I get is disability right now. But it's all seasonal stuff, so they don't keep it in stock. So they said maybe later on in the fall. But I also got camp insurance I have to pay for, which I just finished paying for this year. But then property taxes for the camp will come up. Truck registration will come up. I just put over $1,000 into the truck in the last couple of months because it needed all new brakes and rotors and everything in the front. And I had to put new rear shocks in the truck. And then when they picked it up to put the rear shocks in, found out leaf springs were broken on both sides. So I had to put leaf springs in it on both sides. And now when they lifted it up, you can see the rocker panels are all rusted. 2012 truck. There's 144,000 miles on it, but I don't have enough money to buy another vehicle. That's crazy with the income I make. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I see a lot of old trucks standing on the road right now that are way more rusted than mine. People just can't afford these $50, $60, $70, $80, $100,000 vehicles. It's a big joke how they say that go electric, and those are $60, $70, $80,000. And there's no place to charge them around here, anywhere rural. Yep, I don't know. It's getting pretty bad. The only savior is to come out in the woods and get a peace and quiet for a while. Certainly not going to hunt. Just got to focus more on where I can go, pay attention more, and see where the deer are. That's the problem. You got to know where they are because they change a lot in Maine. From winter range to summer range to fall range. It's not like a food crop area, big Iowa or out there somewhere where you don't have many places to hide and is almost doing the same thing every day. You just got to choose which one you want to shoot. It ain't like that in Maine. Especially being disabled like I am. You can't walk. I used to walk all the time before I had my accident. Bird hunting, I love bird hunting, but everything costs money for fuel, even the four-wheeler. I mean, then, there's only so many places you can go that, like a KI, you're not allowed to ride a four-wheeler up there. So, in all the heavily hunted areas, the partridge take off 100 yards away. They see you 100 yards away, they're taking off. So, Can't do it with the shotgun. You usually have to do it with 22 then. I certainly didn't vote for this president. I didn't even vote for this governor. Even in our state of Maine, registering an ATV last year was $45. They jumped it from $45 to $70. You know, the money I make on disability, you have to plan on spending what you spend every month, and when they do something like that, I don't know, you know, and obviously I can't get around without this thing. I can walk a little bit, but even my walking is hard on my legs, hard on my feet. I can get blisters and sores and stuff if you walk too much. I'm starting to get some kind of a sore on the front of my shin, so I have to take these braces that I bought last year and have them work on them. But to work on them is in Bangor, which is hour away. And how much gas is that just for somebody to do something they should have done in the first place? So I'm kind of trying to juggle some times and stuff and call them when I know I can get down there. Spend $40 in fuel to get down there and back. The truck gets 14 miles to the gallon. They don't realize the things they're doing to the common people. I can't imagine having some kids and a family and not making much more than I make. I mean, I know people are hurting. It's going to be a lot worse coming fall and winter time. You start having to pay to keep yourself warm. My brother and I, well, mostly my brother, he's cut wood for a couple of people already, and they're coming to pick it up. And we're gonna have to start working on our own here, and I'll do all the wood splitting. I can run his wood splitter by sitting down on the ground, as long as that wood splitter stands up like that. But it's gonna be a tough winter for a lot of people. People are gonna do a lot of soul searching this year, I think. I just had to buy some glasses. My eyes have been getting bad. I'll be 55 this year, so it's been overdue. And with my insurance company and everything, the glasses, you know, I got a couple of options. You know, there's a non-glare option. There's also a polarized, you know, where they'll darken up for you know, you're out in the sun. I figured it's a lot easier to have to carry 2-3 different pairs and transitions instead of bifocals. That way you don't have that line in your way. Just those couple of things. There's $740 for these glasses. Luckily I have insurance, and I also had a flex card that comes with my insurance. Pays for most of it, but $740 for a pair of glasses. So you got some raspberry bushes are coming out. The berries are starting. They're not obviously not even green yet, but that's good. And do a lot more focusing on keeping the animals, and probably should do some fishing and catching some fish and keeping the fish. Problem with that is regulations. Oh my God, every lake you go to is completely different than the other. So you gotta have a law book, or that's why a lot of people just focus on just fishing in a couple of places so they don't break any laws. I got that same situation right now with the doe permit situation. I'm allowed to shoot a doe or a buck, but you can get a bonus tag. So I called them up about asking about the bonus tag, because I'm a paraplegic, have a disabled license. Supposedly that includes a bonus tag for me, so I can shoot a buck and I can shoot a bonus deer, and I just use my Moses ID number as the tag number, they said. So, you know, trying not to break any laws, trying to follow the laws, but oh my God, me trying to apply for bonus tag last year was such a rigmarole that I wasn't able to do it. And this year they're saying that, but I contacted the game warden's office and I want to have them tell me as well. I mean, I called Inland Fishery and Wildlife, and that's what they told me. But I want it in writing. I'm always going to not realize what the law is, or I misinterpreted the law or something. You know how that goes. Trying to follow all the rules, but they're getting to be way too many rules over such a simple thing. And deer hunting, just like mostly deer hunt, it's regulated, to try and help animals from overpopulating. So you're kind of doing the state a favor in the first place, and then they're charging you money for it. Now they want to charge people $12 for a tag now, if you get a bonus tag. I don't think that's too bad, but what really gets me is that almost doubling the price of the ATV. And all these people, they have ATV clubs, but those are all volunteers. People volunteer and take care of the trails. But they're saying the money's for the trails. It's like, well, what? There's already $45 for every ATV for trails. I don't see a whole lot of work getting done to these trails. A lot of trails getting shut down because one person does one thing wrong and then the whole thing gets shut down. I don't know. And our roads. They say, oh, they're doing all this work to the roads. They're not doing any work to the roads out here in Quebec. You always seem to be doing the highway constantly, which never seems to need anything done to it. Every once in a while, you'll see a place that may need minor work, but oh my God, the highways are getting finished all the time. The back roads are the ones that need to be done. Back roads and the back road bridges. Oh, what's going on with our country? God knows. Hopefully we can get this all straightened out in November and start turning it the other way. I'm going to do my part. Hopefully y'all do yours. In the comments below, let me know what you guys are all going to have to do for deer season this year and bird season. I used to love bird hunting, but to pay just to drive to be able to hunt is something I can't afford to do. And I have an electric wheelchair that's made for flat floors. It can't go outside. It just doesn't have big enough wheels, and it's not designed for that. It's just designed for flat floors. They make track chairs, but those are $12,000-$15,000, and they don't have a lot of range on them, and then you got to worry about a battery working in the cold weather or not for hunting. That's why I like an ATV. Got gasoline and it runs, and it works and it has power and it has speed and got a winch on it and all that stuff. I can carry a chainsaw. Electric wheelchair, you can't do any of that stuff, not very easily. And then if you're in any kind of trouble with coyotes or bears or something, you got some speed with an ATV. Those track chairs don't go very fast at all. I don't know. Just saw something cross. There's a rabbit or a deer down there. Something just crossed the trail. Not sure. Well, again, comment below. Let me know what y'all have to do, what you're thinking of doing or contemplating doing. I don't know. Things are getting tight right now. Hope you're all doing well, though. We're all just readjusting a little bit. We'll get through this. Just right now, I feel like I'm getting strangled because you can't go anywhere. I had to plan one trip a month to camp. I was going to go this week, but then it's supposed to start raining today and tomorrow, and then Thursday's supposed to be nice, then rain again Friday, so I didn't want to be there with 3 days of rain. I do have stuff to get done inside, but I have a lot of stuff I want to do outside too, so I got to make it worth it, because I got to buy fuel to get there, and I also got to buy food for the week that I stay there for me and Sam. Well, again, comment below. Let me know what y'all doing and any plans and any ideas. We'll get through this together. Talk to you again soon. Thanks again for watching, everybody.